I remember sitting down with you similarly on green couches back in our old building for that first interview.
Was I pregnant?
Yep, you were heavily pregnant, and this was in 2018. So here we are in 2025, 7 years on.
Having not been around for the entire history of
Yes, good question.
What's the difference between now and then?
Oh, well, we were in our infancy as a company. And so, there are a lot of growing pains kind of starting up. And I, got to see that like passion and growth, like from the ground up. Like, I saw the first team member being brought on. I was the third, I think, person that you hired on there. And so just seeing that, like, growth process, we're not toddlers anymore as a company. Like, we're definitely moving into that, adolescent teen stage. And, there's more structure, and we know we're clearer on what we're doing, what we stand for, what we want to do and what we don't want to do. And I think that we had to, go through that process. So, it's been a beautiful journey. It's not been, clean cut and one straight line. It's, we've had, all sorts along the way, but that's real. That's, building a company.
Yeah. And I think what I have found, and going back to the conversation we had earlier about like the hiring your friends or like working with people you want to spend with, I think as well as it being like, what are the people, how well do you get on with them and wanting that in the mix, but also the people who have stayed are the people who are willing to go on that journey with you.
Yes, yeah.
And because it isn't easy. It's not clear cut. It's very often underpaid, overworked, working with tricky clients, and like, a lot of just like figuring out what it is you want to be, which is not the same at the start as it ends up at the end. But I think also along the way you sharpen your craft. You've realized like this is an area that we really want to like do more in. This just absorbs so much time.
Yes,
whatever.
And isn't.
So it's been a journey.